Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my... It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That's embedded, you get it, treat it like the law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, they'll throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. A big boot that time, 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert now. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, trying to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play. No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete. The Raiders at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Nasir Adderley that time making the tackle.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the Sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
Carlson able to put this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and Schwartz complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set him up with a 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson to target. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Fired that one in there, able to make connections action on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Raiders 3. Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Jeff Okudah. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? That is caught at the 7.
And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
On second down, Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. James Cook as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation. We're trying to get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Herbert off of play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles.
He's got him in. Complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Hunter Renfrow to return it from his end zone.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. He's one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Back to throw here. And he's got it.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Jacobs, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Jacobs again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. To a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Raiders 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From his end zone, here's Renfro. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. They'll drop to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just about on his own goal line. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Fitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Charger 17-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 8-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Jacobs, and he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs, and this time he is in. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Carlson now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play, has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And they've